17 now, and now on AM Extra, September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and today we're shining a light on the mental health challenges of veterans.
The Wounded Warrior Project emphasizes that strong social ties not only improve quality of life, but can save lives. Joining us this morning, Army veteran Jacob Narotsky and Wounded Warrior Project's Lindsay Tekach to talk about the importance of connection for our veterans. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate your time.
Jacob, want to begin with you. Tell us about your mental health journey.
You know, my mental health journey covers over 14 years crewing in the back of a Black Hawk helicopter in austere and tactical places all over the world, and seeing and experiencing things that, you know, as a human, we probably were never meant to experience, honestly. And coming home from that, and the load that you carry, the mental, the physical toll that takes on your body is something that can follow you for quite a while. And those experiences that have become memories, and memories are now stories they're hard to forget. And trying to kind of have one foot in the future and one foot in the back can get pretty difficult. And I'm so thankful for community members and my veteran community members that have come alongside me and helped me build that connection that is now this other end of that journey.
Yeah, let's dive into that community aspect. You know, that human connection, clearly a big piece of your story. How did it help, you know, put you into the place you are in today?
You know, it's about that connection. It's about that human connection, doing life together. There has to be somebody there to tell you when the demons are lying, we say sometimes. And it's this idea that there's somebody else reminding you your worth, reminding you that you're still needed, that there's so much more for you to do. And it's interesting, sometimes there's days that I'm the one carrying my brothers around me, and there's days that my brothers are carrying me. It's an ongoing life.
Well, you know, Jacob, we so appreciate you being here to talk about this. And so many of us will never understand what some of our veterans like Jacob have experienced. Lindsay, what are some of the biggest challenges for our vets as they come back to civilian life? It can be an isolating experience.
It can be. Great question. So you take somebody who's been in an environment that's extremely structured, they have mission, they have purpose, they're surrounded by like-minded individuals that they can relate to, and then they transition out of that and that goes away. They lose that sense of purpose, that mission, and then they're also trying to figure out, what is my living situation I'm going home to? The family dynamics, my finances, how do I get connected to my benefits? What is my next move employment-wise? All of that can be extremely overwhelming. And when people are overwhelmed, they can tend to isolate. Our Warrior survey showed that for those who'd stated that they were isolating, that they were 3 times as likely to have experienced suicidal symptoms in the past 12 months. So that connection is key during that transition, connecting with others who may be transitioning at the same time, or maybe you've already transitioned, to help shepherd you through it. But it's so important.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's critical. And with that said, what is the Wounded Warrior Project doing to make sure these connections are in place, to make sure our veterans are taken care of?
Yeah, great question. So we do a couple different things, right? We have over 6,000 events every single year so that we can provide that environment so folks can connect with one another. We don't just do that for our warriors, we do that for our family support members and caregivers as well. We also offer programs and services that don't just look at risk factors for suicide like isolation, but how do we promote protective factors like connection, like good physical health and wellness? We also do trainings so that folks can recognize when somebody may be experiencing suicidal symptoms or thoughts like isolation, and then how to intervene.
Well, it's a tough conversation to have, but it is one that is so important,
critical,
and truly can be life-saving. Yeah. Jacob, thank you for your service, and thank you for being here with us today. We appreciate both of you speaking on this very important topic.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And if you want to learn more about the Wounded Warrior Project, more information and resources out there, if you or someone you know is struggling, reach out, call for help. Of course, the suicide hotline open 24/7, 988 to be connected to more resources. And you can find much more from the Wounded Warrior Project at woundedwarriorproject.org and on